Hello everybody, Joe Bagnones here, and welcome back for another episode of MUV Love Photonflowers. Almost said alternative, but that's not where we are. We're just in the alternative side stories page. Anyway, yeah, I totally didn't just take a personal day on Monday and totally just didn't completely sleep in yesterday so late that I had no time to record at all. That's totally not what happened at all. So, ignoring what totally didn't happen because there's no reason to focus on it, let's just hop into, confessions. Looks like we're doing some shit with Captain Izumi here. What's going on in my life? It's bad, guys. It's bad. I fucking fallen down the Milsurp rabbit hole. So much good fucking camping gear out there for good deals. Bought a fucking nice, like, Belgian field jacket. Fucking all-weather. Arrived today, but it's at the UPS store, and, you know, I slept in, so it's closed. I'm gonna have to pick it up in the morning, but got that. Like a nice old fucking Air Force Ushanka. Well, is it really Ushanka? I don't know. It's one of like the fucking bunny ear flaps that can like pull down and fucking fasten on your chin. Oh hey, yeah, it's Operation 21st. Good old fucking Susanna O. She got a fucking mental breakdown because she saw she was getting fucking parallel timeline cucked. The good old Rutherford field. See, we're already doing the self-destruct, then fucking Kashiwagi's probably already got fucking liquefied in her TSF. The timer's ticking down steadily. So far, no sign of trouble. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Nevertheless, oh fuck, I just ate some coleslaw. Let me get some water so my fucking throat's all fucking weird. Where was I? Nevertheless, there are a number of things that could go wrong at the last minute. I might have manual control, but that doesn't mean I can afford to relax. Given what's at stake, it's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, by fucking removing Sadogashima from the map. Or maybe not. I forgot. This operation isn't one for the books. Fucking mayfly or something. Whatever, it makes no difference. Something so trivial won't bother her. And if anything unexpected happens, she's the one who will have to deal with the fallout. This will be over in a matter of minutes. A rampaging gravity deviation that will distort the space around me. That's how my story's gonna end. My spirit will return to nothingness, and my body will become part of the universe. And yet, I feel surprisingly calm. Or perhaps saying I'm dumbfounded would be more accurate. Every time I've been on the battlefield, I've faced the prospect of my death. Never in a million years would I have imagined it would be so peaceful. Hey, all those people we don't know. Because of me, many of my subordinates have died. Others have suffered critical injuries. I've traded the lives of many good people in order to accomplish my mission, and with my final task, I'm gonna take even more. Oh, fucking coleslaw is killing me. Ugh. I never expected my death to be cruel and gruesome. Oh, I expected my death to be cruel and gruesome. I never believed it could be any other way. After all I've done, that's the least I deserve. I never thought I'd be granted such a meaningful death. Damn, Marimo, you fucking looking good. Achieve your mission with all your might. Despair not till your last breath. Make your death count. Those were the words of my former instructor, Jinguji Marimo, drilled into my body and soul. She was an outstanding officer and a woman of unquestionable integrity. So, I guess, fucking finally, after all this time, I put two and two together why she's Sergeant Jinguji instead of being fucking, I don't know, fucking Lieutenant or Captain or Major Jinguji at this point. It's because, you know, fucking hopping over from the Imperial side over to the UN forces. It was her grisly end that fully convinced me I would suffer a similar fate. I said similar really weird there. Don't fucking say anything about that. With no regard for her personal merits, the gods gave her a death devoid of all meaning. I thought that surely I would suffer a similar end. Her death was proof enough that their ways are obscure, cold-blooded, and merciless. Oh man. But I know better now. Though it appeared meaningless at the time, Instructor Jinguji's death was the catalyst for crucial developments. It was through her passing that Shirogane Takeru, the man who may very well be the key to humanity's survival, was able to live. Honestly, I have no choice but to admit I was mistaken. There's nothing I can do, nothing but to recognize that the gods act in mysterious ways. And I have no choice but to be thankful. Even someone like me, who made light of them, is grateful for this act of mercy, for this meaningful death I'm about to be granted. Whatever. I've always been selfish. This is just like me. Ooh, sorry about that. Just had to mute the mic to fucking cough up one of my lungs. I don't want to apologize for leaving you before my time. I made up my mind long ago. I've been prepared to die all along. But you'll never know the truth, and having to die lying to you hurts me deeply. Dad, Mom, I'm sorry for what I'll put you through. Sure, all those characters that are probably Total Eclipse people that I don't recognize. Or fucking whatever VN Izumi's from. Akira, you have to survive. Our parents couldn't bear losing two of their daughters on the same day. Oh yeah, that's right, she's here too. And it wouldn't be fair to force Marika and... oh fuck, I fucking hate Japanese words with Y. Yayoi? Okay, that's a weird one. Marika and Yayoi to look after them on their own. That'd be far too cruel. You have to survive, Akira, no matter what it takes. I know you'll make it back to the ship. I believe in you. Marika? No matter where, no matter what happens, you and I, we're family. So please, stand with your head held high, and learn to depend on us. Learn to depend a little more on the rest of us. Well, it's not like I'm one to talk. I can't say I've ever been much of a role model in that regard anyway. But it looks like I can finally do something for her in my last moments. No, that's not right. I have to believe all my efforts today will keep them away from the Reaper. I need to believe. And I need to stop fucking coughing. Holy shit. Isn't that what I've been fighting for all along? And once this battle is over, Marika, don't run away from Akira and Yayoi. You need to settle things fair and square. Don't run away like I did, you hear me? Yayoi, I can never bring myself to see eye to eye with you, and for that, I'm sorry. The way you could do anything you put your mind to effortlessly, with the cause of my inferiority complex. That's why I put a wall between us, so I could preserve a meager sense of pride. Oh, how petty I was. Despite me being so self-centered, you were always kind and gentle. I lost count of the times you stretched out your hands to me. But I didn't care. I kept rejecting you. Because I didn't want you to steal, Masaki? Okay. Masaki from me. I felt if I gave you an inch, you would choose you, without a second thought.
なるほど。意味のある死を授かった対価ということか。
I'm sorry, Yayoi. All I did was run away, trying desperately to escape from your shadow. I kept trying to be the best at everything behind your back, anything to make it feel like I surpassed you in some way. I never said anything. How could I? Instead, I was always hostile towards you, and I thought I was justified. Now, I just wish we could have supported each other instead. I need to speak up, Cap. I should have been more honest with myself. I should have told him. I'm an idiot. I really am. It should have been obvious that this day would come eventually. I should have left my affairs in order. But running away from reality is what I've always done. Running away from Yayoi, running away from my sisters, even running away from facing myself. And running away from Masaki, because I told myself he was a distraction. What a pathetic excuse.
そりゃボコボコにもされるわね。
I joined the army because I was running away, not because of Yayoi. And despite that, I wanted her to believe it was her fault I refused to go into politics, though that was supposed to be my path. In the end, it was for the best. Even so, that deception is not something I can be proud of. Damn, everyone's looking good in this one. I like the art style shift.
ウイスキー艦隊もあと十数分で退避できる。準備にかかってちょうだい。
了解。
と言っても特にやることはないわね。
そうですね。あとは減速剤をすべて投棄するだけですから。
人生最後の十数分。お邪魔じゃなければ部下との交信を許可するわ。
This can't be right. Isn't this operation supposed to be strictly classified?
任務の性格上、それ以外には繋いであげられないんだけど。
ですが、そのような私的な更新は。
What are they gonna do? Fucking court-martial you?
小沢提督をはじめ、帝国側の指揮官たちから、せめて部下との交信をって強い要請があってね。
帝国軍か。
Yeah, old men get sentimental about these kind of things.
このクソ忙しい中、早瀬たちがいる国先とこの最上に有線の秘匿回線を引いてくれたのよ。あんたたちが周囲を気にせず、心置きなく話せるようにね。
Why? It's chaos out there, but they want that far for my sake? That doesn't make sense.
軍人として、日本人として、人類の一員として、ささやかながらあんたにお礼がしたいって。
It's incredibly rare to get an exception like this. If I had to guess, I'd say the captains didn't ask the upper brass for permission. The field commanders are doing this of their own volition.
そのような厚遇は身に過ぎます。
It's the truth. I don't deserve this.
向こうが勝手に準備したんだから、ありがたく受けておきなさい。あ、そうそう、もう一つあったわ。
何でしょう。
帝国陸軍第133連隊所属泉明少尉の生還を認め、なお負傷なしだそうよ。
そうですか。
Akira's alive? She survived.
ありがとうございます。
私に言われてもね。
このような緊急時にもかかわらず、もろもろ手を尽くしてくださった方々にお伝えください。
わかったわ。じゃあ、つなぐわよ。
副司令。
何？
I won't get another chance. I guess there's no harm in breaking military discipline one last time.
お世話になりました。長いようで短かった2年でした。副司令のもと、人類の未来に貢献するという 栄誉ある任務に従事させていただいたことに感謝します。
やめてよ、そういうの。
ともすれば凡庸に終わったであろう私の人生に特別な意味と価値を与えていただきました。
決して人様には自慢できない意味と価値だけど、
第4計画の完遂と人類の勝利をこの目で見届けられないことは心残りですが、人は
私が行くのは地獄だから二度と会うこともないわね。マリモによろしく。
申し訳ありませんが、そのことづてはお引き受けできませんね。
それじゃあ私が行ったら道案内頼むわ。どうせ最下層なんだし、めんどくさい手続きはごめんだからね。
わかりました。エンマや鬼どもは蹴散らしておきます。
白金、既得回線でつな
Exo Kozuki?
ぐ。誰もモニターしてないから。
I don't know anyone as generous and kind as you. So strong, yet fragile at the same time. The way you and Instructor Jinguji strive towards your goals, never surrendering, never compromising, both became my role models. I lived all my life in Yayoi's shadow, unable to surpass her, until you finally showed me the way. Thank you, and forgive me. I know Instructor Jinguji was your most treasured friend. There was so much, yet when it mattered the most, I couldn't do anything for her. Couldn't even leave her body behind.
あんた、マリモに鍛えられたんじゃなかったの？あいつに一体何を教わったっていうのかしらね。
You're acting as though nothing's wrong. You won't accept anyone's blame or apologies. Yet I know deep down, you're torturing yourself for what's about to happen. You don't want anybody's sympathy, you don't want to be loved, and you don't want them to understand. All you want is the world where humanity can survive. No matter what anyone says, having that part of your having been a part of your project is what I'm most proud of. Goodbye, Exo Kozuki. You made my life worth living. Oh damn, Shirogane, you looking good. Fucking glow up, dog.
白金、00ユニットは無事らしいな。よくやったぞ。
ありがとうございます。そっちは大丈夫ですか？
ああ、周囲のベータのことか。手記に火を入れたからな。ラザフォードフィールドが守ってくれている。さすがに機体を動かしたら私もただでは済まないがな。
そうですね。妹さん、無事でよかったですね。
ありがとう。だが副司令の取り計らい。
Yeah, that shit happens all the time.
優子先生のってそれは帝国側が。
まったく。貴様ももう少し広い視野で状況判断ができるようになるといいんだがな。
すみません。
A01 部隊の性格上、副司令が私の素性を明かさなければ帝国側も妹の紹介などできるわけないだろう。
That's the kind of person the Exo is, I guess. Better watch out.
柏木をはじめ多くの将兵が命を落としている中、私だけが厚遇されることは周囲の者たちの心情を考えると、副司令は周囲に配慮し、また私の心情も汲んだ上でああいう言い方をされたんだろう。
そうだったんですか。
あの人は計画や研究に関しての機密保持は徹底しているが、自身の人間味ある部分を隠すことには不慣れらしいな。
よっ。
そうですね。結局大尉にはバレてますからね。そっち方面は不器用っていうか苦手なんでしょうね。
そんな副司令の配慮も帝国軍の思いやりも、本音を言えばとても嬉しい。
でもそれは大尉が人類のために戦ってきたことを先生が知っているから。帝国軍だって多くの命を大尉が救うから、それを。
Please don't, Shirogane. Do not turn my death into a grand sacrifice. You'll never become who you're meant to be if you rely on others too much. Learn to depend on yourself.
何人もの部下を殺し、多くの人の死に関わってきた私には、 このような死に場所を与えられただけでも十分なんだ。
そんな、大尉は立派じゃないですか。自分の命と引き換えに多くの人たちを救うじゃないですか。
違うんだ白金。私の本音は貴様が思っているほどご立派なものじゃないんだ。今私が一番強く思っていることは、結果的に救うことになった多くの命のことでも人類の未来でも
大尉、
ない。まして柏木のことでも、今までに失った部下たちのことでも、私が捕獲したベータのせいで命を奪われた基地の人間や神宮寺軍曹のことでもない。妹が助かったこと、そして両親や姉妹たちにあの男にもう二度と会えないということ。私は今そんな自分の身の回りのことばかりを考えているんだ。
That's fine. I don't need to worry about appearances anymore. The truth is all that matters. Singing about my family before the Exo put Shirogane through, about my family and Masaki. Shirogane is vital to humanity's counteroffensive. I have to sort out his feelings. Can't burden him with any lingering regrets. This is something I need to do, to stop him from depending on me too much once and for all. If I shatter any illusions he had about me, then so be it.
それのどこがいけないんですか。
白金。
大尉はオルタネイティブ計画のためにずっと自分の手を汚してきたじゃないですか。人類のためだろうが、戦友のためだろうが、家族のためだろうが、汚れ役をやってきたのは事実じゃないですか。柏木だってそうやって生きて戦って死んでいったんです。神宮寺軍曹だって自分の使命を最後まで全うして、俺たちの心にいろんなものを残してくれたんです。結果的でも何でも大尉のおかげで多くの命が救われるのは事実じゃないですか。最後の数分に心の中で家族や恋人のことを考えるのはそんなに悪いことですか。
Nothing at all, bud.
俺は誰が何て言おうと大尉を尊敬します。大尉の行いは立派だと思います。
You're really kind. But that doesn't make you weak, Shirogane. It's what defines you. Exactly what you would expect from someone Exo Kozuki favors. Now I realize I've been unable to measure up to you since the very beginning. I could never be like you. I wish I could have been this honest with Instructor Jinguji.
白金。
はい。
部隊の連中を頼んだぞ。貴様の強さをみんなにも分けてやってくれ。
俺は全然強くなんかありませんよ。
白金。貴様は十分強い。
そんなことないです。
貴様の戦う理由がどこか達観しているわけだ。貴様が特別なのだと感じるわけだ。今日はっきり分かった。
え
00ユニットの被験者は貴様の恋人なんだろう。
Yep, totally. I'm the only one, so don't bring up the fact I never did any of the fucking sub-heroine endings for alternative because, you know, just didn't feel right.
大尉、知っていたんですか。
いや、貴様が名を呼んで彼女を抱き起こした時に分かった。スミカという名は昨日聞いていたからな。貴様と彼女に降りかかったであろう悲劇と心の傷の深さは想像を絶する。00ユニットの真実を知りながら第4計画の中枢任務をこなすなど、私には絶対に耐えられないだろう。訓練部隊編入から今日に至るまでの貴様の働きを思い返すと、貴様の強さを知ると同時に自分の弱さを情けなくなる。
I enlisted to escape from reality. I could never be like him.
違います。多分大尉が考えているようなことじゃ。
多少の違いなど問題じゃない。 彼女に対する貴様の態度を見ればわかる。私はこの手の話の読みを外したことはないんだ。特に幼なじみ狙い同士じゃないか。
はい。
貴様がたまに見せる甘さというか独特の優しさは私が今までに出会った誰もが持っていないものだ。それだけの悲劇を体験しながらそういう優しさを失っていない貴様は強いと思う。ある意味余裕があるというのか、私のような人間にはそれが羨ましい。そして英士としての申し分ない才能も持ち合わせている。もしかしたら貴様は人類の救世主なのかもしれないな。
Spoiler, they did.
俺が
Kinda. Well,
救
they
世主。
took out the main hive, bought like 30 years or whatever, but you know.
今日の戦闘での貴様はとても信任とは思えなかったぞ。
Gave him enough of a fighting chance that who knows what could happen in the alternative timeline. After seeing him today, I understand. He's fundamentally different from me. This man was scouted by Exo Kozuki and trained by Instructor Jinguji. He's worthy of our trust.
それは大尉のおかげじゃないですか。催眠療法に頼らなきゃまともに戦えない救世主なんて情けないんですけど。
Oh, you mean the hypnotherapy that literally didn't happen?
安心しろ。貴様はそれを自分で克服したんだ。
Yeah, they gave you like a tile and all and played ocean noises.
あの時貴様が受けたのは特殊な効果は何もないただの安静プログラムだ。
じゃあ始まる前に大尉と催眠療法の先生が長々と話していたのは。
そうだ。先生に一芝居打ってもらうようお願いしていたんだ。
大尉。
この作戦が終わったら種明かしをするつもりだったが伝えられてよかった。これで文字通り貴様にはもう怖いものはなくなったはずだ。
はい、ありがとうございました。
Well, well, he sure is acting meek, taking everything I said at face value. Thank goodness that at the very end I could play the part of his superior officer.
さて長くなってしまったな。みんなにもお別れをさせてもらおう。
大尉、お世話になりました。
He's crying for me. He really is kind.
泣くな。男だろ。
Hey man, we're not about that toxic masculinity here. It's okay for dudes to cry.
すみません。俺はもっと大尉にいろんなことを教えて。
私も多くの先達と同じく基地に咲く桜となって貴様たちを見守る。
大尉、
何かあったら桜並木に会いに来い。
はい。
人類を頼んだぞ。
必ず俺が必ず守ります。
さらばだ白金。
さようなら大尉。
Shirogane, you better take good care of her. I hope you two can find happiness.
まだまだ甘いな。
I'm not sure I said the right things. I tried to appear as businesslike as the XO, but maybe I should have given him more practical advice. From this day onwards, you'll have to bear the weight of the world, and I wonder, Instructor Jinguji, what would have you done? What would have been your parting words?
脳みそがさぞ重いんだろうな。全国模試史跡の超優等生様は。いえ、
Oh, that was a transition. War has been my constant companion, the one thing that has not changed throughout my entire life. Humanity has been under siege by the Beta for decades, and Japan has been one of the front lines of the fight, one that has long since been doomed to fall. After their arrival in Kashgar, the Beta continued to expand from Central Asia to Europe, while also closing in on India and ultimately overrunning the place. From that point on, humanity kept losing ground and was forced to start pulling back from East Asia. The Imperial Diet wanted to prevent the Beta from landing on our mainland at all costs. That's why they eased restrictions on the draft and to gain additional forces that could be dispatched to the continent to keep the aliens at bay. TSFs are our main weapon on the front lines. As such, it was a natural course of action to increase the number of available surface pilots. From that point on, news of mankind's struggle against the alien invaders quickly became a part of our daily life. Thanks to the economic stimulus provided by the increase in demand for supplies, the Japanese economy was booming. As a result, the ravages of war seemed like nothing but fiction to most of us. It was the spring of 1996. The day I crossed the gates of the 207th Surface Pilot Training Academy as a cadet of the Imperial Army. Society was suffering a slow death. In an act of willful ignorance, we carried on with our daily lives as if nothing was wrong. But I couldn't stand the hypocrisy any longer. That's why I enlisted. That, and to escape from my big sister's influence. My assignment was to a local training academy, came as a slight disappointment. I wanted to be as far away from Yayoi as I possibly could. She is a bureaucrat in the Imperial Home Ministry, which meant we remained close to each other. As for me and the rest of the cadets, there was a certain someone waiting for us, the legendary surface pilot who is named after the Pale Rider, Death. That's kind of cringe, bro, not gonna lie. Jinguji Barimo, going by that charming name alone, it was hard to imagine the woman was a battle-hardened military veteran. Be that as it may, she was a remarkable pilot with an unblemished service record, one who survived through the nightmare that was Operation 9-6 and got promoted to the Fuji Training Corps under exceptional circumstances at the age of 19. She is widely regarded as the best pilot at Hakuro Base, and an assessment even headquarters seems to share. And her reputation is that of a ruthless taskmaster. These words, bro. Taskmaster. The kind of woman who makes her cadets' training feel like hell on earth, while relishing in the hatred she receives in return. Those hair clips in regulation?
Miura! 貴様何をしてるか誰が寝そべっていいと言った
If you're gonna have a heart attack, do it on your own time.
走れない奴は戦場で死ぬ貴様死にたいのかそれとも走るのが嫌だから死にたいのか
Sometimes it feels like that.
さて死ぬまで走らんかバカ者
The trick is to just run until you pass out, because that way you can't hear them yelling at you because you're unconscious.
走れ三浦心臓が破裂するまで走ってみせろ走れ
It's been 2 weeks since we passed the comprehensive combat skills evaluation and started TSF training. At this point, drills from basics should be a thing of the past. And yet, they're still making this run. Yeah, they don't like getting fat. A couple years back, it used to take 4 years to train surface pilots. Nowadays, the course only lasts a year. Considering how the war is unfolding, time is a luxury we can no longer afford. The new accelerated curriculum is a direct result of our dire war situation. Physical training hours should have been reduced as we advanced through the program. Instead, they are now added on top of TSF training. As a result, we do several kilometers every session. Running 10 clicks a day is nothing out of the ordinary. Oof, owie, my shins. Instructors never tell us how many kilometers we'll have to cover. They just order us to run, and to keep running until they say it's been enough. This training regimen is harsh, even for us who have completed basic, not physically, but mentally. Now that there's no finish line in sight, training has become much more stressful. You could say that, in a sense. This is giving us an idea of what actual combat is like. On the battlefield, there is no set stopping point. The closest thing to an end goal would be the eradication of the beta from this planet, and that doesn't provide much guidance in a single combat encounter.
よかったじゃない軍隊長殿。その子に感謝するんだな。
How can you be wearing that fucking like turtleneck shirt while running? Oh my god, that sounds like fucking hell. You're cute though, so I'll let it slide.
今日もその子のおかげであんたがいびられずに済んだじゃん。
黙って走りなさい。ねえ、つけられるわよ。
了解。
いすみ、藤沢、貴様らずいぶん余裕があるじゃないか。あ？どうやらこの程度じゃ気合が入らないようだな。喜べクソども。いすみのおかげで5周追加だ。
ほら急げ。それともたった2キロじゃ不満か。
了解。
5 extra laps? Oh, just wonderful. The instructors don't tell us how many laps we have to run in the first place, but adding even more running on top of it is nothing short of torture.
最下位のクソ分隊には追加で3周だ。こっちは藤沢のおごりだ。気合い入れて走れよ。了解。
くっそ。どの道私ら狙い撃ちじゃん。
Yeah, then maybe you should shut the fuck up.
これなんだね。
その子といじめ隊長のいすみがいるんじゃん。敵レースみたいなもんよ。ねえ竹宮。
あんた、ほんと根性あるね。
Do you have time to fucking style your hair in that fucking big ass curl? Really? With all this training and running? Guts? The way I see it, Fujisawa's complaining is something of a knee-jerk reaction for her.
あんた涼しい顔してよく走るよ。
悪いけど、鍛え方が違うからね。
ったくインターハイの女王は言うことが違うわ。だったら得意の一本背負いであの死神をぶん投げてくれりゃい。
おい貴様ら仲良くピクニックか。ペースを上げろおかま野郎。拓磨、狩野、舐めるのはお互いのスティックだけにしとけ。
Gotta work on your fucking insults there, Nirasawa. You can't call women Nancy boys. It doesn't have the same impact. Okay, he was talking to them. Dude, look at this dude's chin. Holy shit. Fucking... Why the long face, bro?
だったら実力で引き離してみろ。まあお得意の不正ができない状況では絶対に無理だろうがな。
Hello, police, fucking fire department siren.
ほら、これでいいだろう。お前が俺のケツにへばりつくなら。
Also, running with dog tags on is fucking hell. One, he has them on the outside, so they'd be fucking jangling around and hitting his chest, which would suck. And whenever I wore my tags, I fucking hated having them inside my shirt because I have a fucking full body rug from like shoulders to my feet, so it'd get fucking tangled in my chest hair and fucking rip them out when I was running. Awful.
驚かすなってのよ。少しは黙って走れないの。泉、私少しペースを落として三浦に伴走するよ。そんなことして余計どやされるのよ。
She fell down on purpose. God, she can't be that stupid.
竹宮、受け身の練習しろって誰が言った？
Fancy fucking like bath accommodations though. For training academy?
行っちゃうかも。
Man, when I was in basic, we had fucking 8 shower heads in like a fucking like 4 on one wall, 4 on the other, and it was probably like only like fucking 15 feet from wall to wall, and you had fucking have 40 people shoved in there. One of them was broken and just straight didn't work. The other one didn't have a shower head, so it just fucking shot out like a single fucking stream of water. And usually we did the fucking car wash style, so you get in, you start on the left side at shower head number 1, and you start just walking and like lathering up with soap as you're walking, going from shower head to shower head. So that way by the time you're at the other end, you're fucking out. And it just keeps going. And if you need to fucking wash off again, you just get back in line. Though, they don't have to do that anymore now, because now all the fucking kids are in Disneyland at the new fucking training dorms. God, mold.
本当に品がないね。
Fucking butts to nuts.
いつもすみません。私のせいで皆さんに迷惑かけちゃって。
いいっていいって気にしなさんな。風呂は疲れた分だけ気持ちよくなるんだからさ。
でもご飯までの自由時間がなくなりますよ。
まあまあ遅くなったおかげでこうやって貸し切り状態で使えるんだしさ。
でもお湯はその分汚れてますよ。
Well, the whole point of like Japanese baths is you're supposed to like fucking clean yourself like at the shower heads outside of them and then fucking soap, right? So it's not that gross.
三浦、細かいことはいいんだよ。
Unless all the fucking recruits are just filthy animals and just hop right in the tub.
ね、いすみ。
それは人それぞれだと思うけど、まあ三浦も過ぎたことを気にするより次にどうするか考えればいいんじゃない？
はい。でも次は明日なわけで。で
もな、仮にその子が遅れないように走ったところでうちの分隊には疫病神がいるからな。
そうね。ペラペラ喋って。
Okay, I was about to say that. Is that someone else's nickname?
相変わらずあんたの目は節穴だね。あれは美と幸運の女神。疫病神は死神に目の敵にされてる方。あれ？分隊長、何怒ってるんですか？
One hell of a lucky break. This girl's an idiot. Talking to Fujisawa drains the last bit of energy I have left. She really is one of a kind. I finished my report early, so I was able to join the squad here today. To be perfectly honest, though, I can't say I particularly wanted to. Nothing personal, I'm just more comfortable being by myself. Everyone here knows personal time is incredibly valuable. That's why most people don't want to spend part of it with others.
だいたいさ、毎日何なんだっての。ぶっ倒れるまで走るって。まあね、ちょっと時代が勝ってるっていうか非科学的だよね。
Yeah, pretty much.
多分あれね、足腰強きゃ逃げ足も速くなるってことでしょ。自分が大陸で生き延びたありがたい戦訓を私たちに授けてくださってるってわけよ。
藤沢、それはただの噂話でしょ。
別にどうだっていいわよ、そんなの。
Well, everything you say is questionable. According to the rumors going around, that's how Jinguji survived this long, by running away and deserting her comrades in arms. Then again, pretty much all the other cadets hate our dreadful instructor. It's very likely mere idle gossip. Considering the survival of the Empire is at stake, there's no way a borderline deserter would be put in charge of training fresh recruits.
まあでも実際オーバーワークは逆効果なんだよね。下手すると筋肉壊すしさ。
むしろ精神鍛錬でしょ、目的は。終わりが見えない状態で限界まで追い込むんだから。
出たよ精神論。最悪。軍隊は合理性と効率を旨とするんじゃないのかよ。クソババ。
月子さん下品。
Yeah, not very creative.
うちのが映った。あいつみたいに絶対今季逃しちゃう。次はもっと上品に言わなきゃ。
じゃあお通じおばあ様とか
そりゃいいよその子。気合い入れて走り遊ばせお通じの皆様なんてね。あんたが言うと上品に聞こえないわ。
竹宮さん、また肘が痛むの？
Like a fucking tennis elbow?
まあ古傷だし大丈夫だよ。さっきの転び
I had
方
that
がまずかったの
fucking
かな。
couple months ago. I was playing golf when I was back home visiting my family. I fucking snagged a root when I was in the shit and just fucking tweaked my elbow. And I was like, ah, fuck.
すみません。私のために。
It's like I didn't break my wrist.
転び方は私の責任だよ三浦。ほらさすがに受け身取ったら見え見えでしょ。だからね。何が悲しくてそんな小技ばっか上手くなんなきゃいけないのよ。他の訓練小隊はシミュレーターに専念してる時期にさ。
一応基礎訓練は合格してるんですけどね。
あんだけ走るの絶対あのお通じおばあ様の趣味だよ。あいつの前世絶対馬。体術や都市格闘訓練のカリキュラムも全然減らないよね。ま、私は楽しいからいいけど。中量級連覇の有名人はさすがですこと。そういやあんた富士京直伝だってはしゃいでたわよね。いつの話してんのよ。入学したての頃でしょ。
Uh-huh.
でもそういうのすごく大事ですよ。戦術機の操縦は関節指向制御だから、体が覚えていることは機体反応も速くなりますから。
あ、座学のプリンセス三浦あがり子の本領発揮か。
やめてくださいよ、そのアニメみたいなあだ名。だいたいガリコって何ですか？
It's not like that has ever stopped her, Miura. Miura?
でもさガリコ、戦術機は主脚で長距離走らないよね、いくらなんでも。
まあそうですけど、それは泉さんが言った精神的な。
三浦の言ってることは正しいわよ、藤沢。シミュレーターの近接格闘で竹宮が候補生最強なのは偶然じゃない。
What, you gonna fucking shoulder check a fucking beta and then throw it?
あんたみたいに小手先の技術や直感だけで機体を振り回すだけじゃダメなのよ。
あれ、もしかして私喧嘩売られてるのかな。でもさ、藤沢の瞬発的な対応力はすごいよね。私も何度か負けてるし。ほら見ろ分隊長殿、あんたの目はやっぱり節穴だね。
That's also one of my skills. You know, I might not be smart, but I'm fucking quick on my feet when it comes to retorts. So, good for putting snippy little fucking new airmen in their place.
あんたのそういう長所は認めるけど、ムラがありすぎるのよ。軍では常に一定以上の能力を発揮することが求められるのよ。
おー、出た出た、分隊長殿の優等生発言。
藤沢、 あんた確か除隊後は A 氏のキャリア生かして兵器メーカーに潜り込む算段だったわよね。
Oh yeah, fucking military industrial complex. Let's go.
そう、軍なんて3年でおさらばよ。戦争のいいとこっつったら特需ぐらいでしょ。特需。
God, 3 years. That's such a short fucking enlistment term.
防衛産業、しかも最先端の戦術機部門に食い込めれば美味しい汁吸えるからね。それで老後も安泰ってわけよ。あんたそういうとこほんと要領いいわよね。この先徴兵基準もどんどん下がるはずだし、今のうちに志願しとけばその分早く除隊できてライバルも少ないってわけ。
すごい、将来を考えてるんですね。
Smart girl. She might sound like she thought of everything, but Fujisawa's plan is one big flaw. She never once considered how to reduce the likelihood of being called on to fight on the front lines. Is it that she didn't think things through, or did she gloss over the possibility that she is resigned to her fate? Are most cadets like that? And if they are, I wonder why they share the same mindset. The country might be going to hell, but everyone acts as if the war will have no effect on our daily lives. They believe Japan will last forever. Ah, you fools, all of them. Can't begin to imagine how the country might look like in 3 years. Why? Because I don't share one of their base assumptions. They believe Japan has a future, and I don't. But to each of their own, I can't force them to think like me.
だったらここから追い出されないようにしないとね。あんたの将来設計が台無しにならないように。
Yeah, dishonorable discharge looks fucking terrible on a resume. Good luck getting hired at any fucking reputable business with that.
そうだよ藤沢、基礎訓練で半分いなくなってこの2週間ですでに5人中途殿下だからね。
Hell, it doesn't even have to be a fucking dishonorable. It could just be a general. Unless you get either fucking honorable or under honorable conditions, yada yada, fucking one of those or whatever. You're fucked. Have fun working at Wendy's.
たく、富士教のエリートだか死神だか知らないけど、やめさせれば気が済むんだろうね、あのお通じ女は。
私よく残れたな。
だからこそ自信持っていきなよ三浦。それでも残ってるんだからあんたは十分すごいんだよねえいすみ。
そうね。
Yeah, sure. Don't get angry. Don't get angry. She didn't mean anything bad. It's simply how she is, an airhead through and through. Always interrupting other people, always trying to be the center of attention.
たく、A 氏が足りないって言ってる割に最初から落としまくるってあいつ何考えてるんだっつうの。そうだね。
And that's Takemiya being sneaky. She steered the topic of conversation away from Fujisawa's complaints, and now we're back to square one. She did that without saying anything that could be interpreted as critical of Fujisawa's spoiled attitude. Rather, she affirmed it. Obviously, Takemiya, who rose to the top of a cutthroat world of competitive judo, doesn't actually agree with her. I'm not sure she acts that way deliberately, but I assume she doesn't want to be the bad guy.
勝敗は始まる前に決まるのよ。4月の大量点火組はその第一歩でつまずいたってことでしょ。
それってどういうことですか分隊長さん。
もう月子さん、
あの連中は明らかに準備不足だった。つまり口だけってこと。志願するなら体ぐらいある程度作ってこないとね。
She's got a point.
それに物理や科学だけじゃなく、軍や戦術、兵器の知識だって事前に学べたはずよ。図書館でも何でも使ってね。
Mm-hmm.
すごい。いすみさん、先やってたんですね。
Maybe play a couple grand strategy games, that way you've learned world geography and you can look smart when someone fucking mentions some obscure country in fucking Central Asia. You're like, oh yeah, that one.
正しいとは思わない。私はそうすべきだと思ったからやっただけよ。
じゃあ聞くけどさ、基礎訓練終わってから落とされた子たちは何だったんだよ、分隊長さん。戦術機適正で跳ねられたんならともかく、過剰な長距離走や体術で弾かれるって強化規定外なんじゃないの？
月子さん、
こっちは人生かかってんだ。趣味に付き合わされて弾かれるんじゃたまんないんだよ。
Well, from what we heard, I don't know, well, they might have changed the standards, but from what Soldier number 1 and number 2 told us back in Alternative, it seems like people who wash out of the surface pilot program just get, you know, fucking thrown into the regular troops as ground forces or whatever.
まあね。でもほら、そこは教官の決めたことで。
But then again, they were UN, this is Imperial. Who knows how the fucking Empire does things.
そうだけどね。
それでもさ、いすみみたいに頭良きゃ弾かれても潰しが効くんだけどね。
So you do get it, Takemiya. How self-centered Fujiwawa is act. What? Fujisawa? Fujiwaba? That's not a thing. How self-centered Fujisawa is acting right now.
そういえば聞いてなかったけど、いすみはどうして英士なんて志願したの？
Are you pretending you don't remember, Takemiya? It's not that you haven't asked, it's that I haven't answered.
全国模試の有名人。首席常連のあんたなら帝大だって楽勝だったでしょ？
Yeah, usually fucking smarty pantses like that will get like a draft exemption.
別にそんなランキング私には関係ないわよ。
でもさ、そっちの道に進めば徴兵免除の医者だの研究者だの、それこそ役所勤めや政治の道だって選べたでしょ？ああ、わかりますね。いすみさん、政治家似合いそう。
黒幕って感じがいかにもよね。
月子さん、
別に普通でしょ。今の状況で日本の役に立ちたいなんて理由。
さすが分隊長、動機も優等生だね。ベタすぎてつまんない。
Yeah, very rehearsed line.
月子さん。
それに上の姉が内務省に行ったから私は現場で貢献しようかなって思ったのよ。
そっか、お姉さん官僚なんだ。
私が志願していれば下の妹のどちらかは徴兵対象から外れるだろうし。
なるほどね。上2人が兵役免除だと下は確実に持っていかれるもんね。
That's a weird system.
いすみって意外といいお姉ちゃんしてるじゃん。ねえ藤沢。
妹たちはさぞ苦労してるんだろうけどね。
もう月子さん。
そういえば三浦のとこも兄弟多かったよね。
うちは下が多いし、お父さんは病気でお母さんが一人で働いてるからお給料もらって勉強ができて、私に万が一のことがあっても恩給や遺族年金がある軍隊がいいかなって。
Hell yeah, that life insurance money. So that's what it's like being the older sibling.
こう見えても6人兄弟の長女なんですよ、ガリコさんは。
I have the $400,000 policy. Not the biggest, but, you know, it's the biggest they offer, but compared to, you know, private life insurance policies they offer, it's fairly small.
もうそれやめてよ。
Man, you hear fucking horror stories from some of the older guys about, like, the fucking either life insurance stuff, like someone will fucking get a divorce or something, and then they'll fucking get in a car accident and die, and fucking all the pension, all the fucking life insurance money goes to the ex-wife because they never went to the fucking legal office to change who the recipient is. Fucking wild.
じゃあ
What? I should probably read the lines I'm supposed to. I think you only make it worse if you act like that, Miura.
私も泉さんや竹宮さんみたいに一度見ただけで何でもできるようになりたい。
その子、なんでそこに私が入ってないのかな。
竹宮はともかく私はそんなんじゃない。繰り返し反復して叩き込んでいるだけよ。
私だってそうだよ。そんな都合のいい人間いないからさ。だから三浦も大丈夫だよ。いすみさん、竹宮さん。
Someone who can do anything after seeing it only once. I have an idea of what sort of person would be like that. I need to do things over and over to really understand, to make them stick. Yayoi doesn't need more than one single explanation to become fully competent with the task at hand. And even if I asked her how she does it, she couldn't put it into words. Things just come to her naturally. She can do everything I can't, and anything I can do, she can do better. It was really hard not to fucking make that lyrical.
何よ藤沢。その子、なんで私をそこに入れない。もっと私に憧れろよ。
Broken brilliance.
だって私と月子さんは第16英士訓練小隊のお荷物。最下位を譲り合う落ちこぼれじゃないですか。
Well, if no one else is gonna do it.
その子、自分で言ってて虚しくないのか。
だからこそ歴代成績トップを競ういすみさんと竹宮さんの足を引っ張らないように努力しないと。
悪いけどそんなの知ったこっちゃないっつうの。
月子さん。でも藤沢、
Man, they're really fucking having a long conversation in the
い
bath,
すみ
huh?
には協力しておいた方が得だよ。
なんで。
私は座学がからっきしだから無理だけど、いすみは出世するだろうから、あんたを引っ張り上げてくれるかもよ。
Ah, she's good. What an outrageous suggestion, and delivered with a straight face, no less. I respect her from the bottom of my heart. The subterfuge here is obvious to anyone paying attention. She's making it sound like she's talking about Fujisawa, but she's actually talking about what could benefit herself the most. Coming up with a misdirection like that on the spot, she has to be a genius. Either that, or she has a remarkable survival instinct. As for me, I could never do that. Not in a million years.
別に関係ないよ。私は誰にすがろうとも思っちゃいないからね。
なんか努力のコツとかないんですか。よかったら教えてください。
また虫か。
やっぱり繰り返しだと思うよ。手順を体が覚えるからね。走るならそうね、手足の動きと呼吸のリズム、足の裏と指の使い方とか。
Honestly, learning how to breathe properly is one of the hardest things about running. Like, when you first start, you're gonna fucking suck at it and, like, don't pant. Whatever you do, don't start fucking hyperventilating and panting. You gotta keep a steady fucking rhythm. Like, you know, fucking in through the nose, out through the mouth, all that stuff. If you start mouth breathing, fucking game over, son.
とにかく反復だよ。体全体の筋連動を意識するだけでもだいぶ違うから、やってみて。
Oh, so Takemiya can actually give sensible advice. Where did she learn that, I wonder? The judo club?
確かに何も考えないでただ体を動かすのが一番ダメね。各部の関連付けができなくなる。意識することは大事だわ。
柔道でも立ち技はセンス、寝技は練習量って言うんだよ。で、実際私も寝技の方が勝率高いし。意外ですね。竹宮選手といえば一本背負いのイメージですけど。
テレビのニュースは派手な絵を欲しがるからね。よく目につく映像でイメージ固定されるのよ。
そうは言うけどさ。
Yeah, people don't like the boring shit. That's bad for ratings.
あんた実際に何やらせても覚えること自体が早いじゃん。
え？そうかな。
騙されんなその子。所詮こいつらには私たち落ちこぼれのことなんてわかんないんだ。
Oh, so she's actually aware of how far behind they are.
それはなんていうか慣れだよ慣れ。私昔から繰り返してるとコツをつかむのが早くなるんだって。
へえ、はあ、すごい。私だって小さい頃は苦労したんだよ。一番上の兄ちゃんになかなか勝てなくてさ。結局勝ったんでしょ。勝ってるけどさ、それは頑張った成果であって、つまりそうなるには何年もかかるってことよ。その子、あれが本音。
I mean, that is kind of how it is. When you're fucking young and stupid and bad at everything, you know, you start to realize that after a couple years, you know, you start being less bad and stupid and just like mediocre instead.
お、三浦いいこと言った。始めなかったことを嘆くより今始める方がずっといいから。出たよ、竹宮の熱血ブレインマッスルが。
またアニメみたいなあだ名つけて。いいじゃん
それ、熱血ブレインマッスル、かっこいいじゃん。
Work hard at it and you'll manage somehow. That's the kind of tunnel vision you acquire when you're used to being rewarded for your efforts. It'd be quite an irresponsible piece of advice for someone who's not at that level. Takemiya probably wins so much, she must get tired of it. She might be the second genius I've met in my life. And it's not that I dislike her, she's a good person. I feel we're simply not compatible.
ところで、竹宮さんはどうして英士になろうと思ったんですか？
私？まあ、そりゃあなんかシュッとしててかっこいいし、戦術機って人型だからなんか自分の技も活かせるかなって。
Are you secretly a moron?
まあ、あとはイスミと同じだけど、なんていうかみんなのために何かしたいって思ってさ。
やっぱり二人ともなんとなくしっかりしてますね。
なんとなくしっかりってなんだよ。違う、そんなんじゃないって。多分あれよ、私地元が福岡だから。
Okay, and? So that's why Takemiya fights. No wonder. Sorry, I don't know my fucking Japanese prefectures well enough to know where fucking Fukuoka sits on the map.
こっちにはスポーツ推薦で来てたんだけど、ほら、九州は全島強制疎開が始まったでしょ。まあ、あれでね。バラバラになっちゃう地元のみんなが全員一緒に福岡に戻るってのが今の大きな目標。そのために自分にできることをやるんだってね。仕方がないことなんだけど、法律で強制されるのはもう嫌だったしさ。だったら志願しようって決めたんだ。だから F 分隊が一人も欠けず全員で任官することが私の当面の目標。
People might think we're similar, but honestly speaking, Takemiya and I are completely different. Unlike me, Takemiya has experienced the consequences of this war firsthand. I wouldn't spare a second thought for the other people from my hometown if I didn't know them personally. The difference between the way we think is in the scope. I either pay attention to my immediate surroundings or to what's happening on a countrywide scale. There we go. That's why I don't concern myself with pointless charity. Unlike Takemiya, I simply do not have that in me. A humanitarian, a genius, and also an idealist. But me? I don't see the point. There's no way I could take in their pain. Pain, that's his pain, not plan. I could take in their pain or share in their suffering. As I thought, I must become like her. I need to learn self-control, resilience, and I can't depend on anyone but myself if I want to achieve my goals.
そういえばあんたたち、この訓練校の噂知ってる？ああ、なんかここが特別だってやつ。 よそより訓練が厳しいとか、全国から人が集められてるとか。
確かに地元の仙人に聞いてたよりも訓練のメニューは厳しい気がしますね。
Well, yeah,
そりゃ
alternative
神
for
宮
all
寺が
that
異
fun
常なだ
stuff.
けっしょ。自分たちが特別だと思わなきゃやってらんないっつうの。
でも地元で志願した中でここに回されたのは私だけですよ。普通は出願地域の訓練校に配属されるじゃないですか。
まあ確かに私もそうだわ。でも偶然でしょ。定数でよそに回されることもあるし、その場合の希望値を書く欄があったじゃん。
I'm a local who chose a distant school as my first pick, but ended up being assigned close to home instead. Fujisawa might be right for once. Will wonders never cease?
大陸帰りの教官たちが全国に散るのは人数的にわかるじゃない。ところが私が聞く限り、この訓練校の候補生は均等に全国から集まってきていて、地元はいすみの他に数人しかいないのよ。
Okay. And here I thought it was just me who didn't know anyone else on the space when I first arrived. So Takamiya does look out for the other cadets, just as I thought. With her outgoing personality and genuine interest in others, it's no surprise she is quite popular among her peers. Being naturally sociable must be quite useful for information gathering. No matter how hard I try, I can never be like her.
で、結局何が言いたいわけ？私まだるっこしいの苦手なんだけど。
聞いて驚くな。これって私たちが全国から集められた逸材ってことなんじゃない？
Well, you're not wrong. I mean, you're some of the best candidates to have your fucking brain scooped out and fucking have a supercomputer shoved in it. Fucking placed in a robot body.
あれ？なんかテンション低くない？
あんたね、ここの連中見て逸材とかって無理ありすぎでしょ。
え？そうかな。
あんたたちならまだしも、私は普通の人だよ。その子は落ちこぼれだよ、はっきり言って。
月子さんひどい。
Yep, don't gotta be the fastest, just gotta be faster than the slowest guy.
でもさ、あの神宮寺も本当は大尉なのにわざわざ降格してまでここに来てるんだよ。こりゃ
それは階級が役職を表すからよ。別に特別な措置じゃないわ。
いすみ硬いよ。カチカチだよ。
Yeah, you guys have been in the bath for super long. You're fucking turning into lobsters.
別に事実じゃない。どっちか。
What's that wink? Is she trying to tell me to drop it or something?
違うって。私たちに才能とか素質とかとにかく何かなきゃ神宮寺みたいにすごい人呼んでこないでしょ。竹宮さん、もしかして歯が痛いの？
Talented and special, was it? People with unshakable self-confidence have no time for hesitation, I guess. But it's not like she lets it go to her head. Takamiya goes out of her way to make Miura and Fujisawa feel like they're also special.
藤沢も三浦もきっと何か光るものがあったからここにいるんだよ。そうなのかな。絶対そうだって。だとしたら私たちがこの国の希望なんだよ。そうだよね。頑張らなくちゃまずいよね。そういうことってことで、ここは一発 F 分隊全員で同時認可目指そうじゃないの。いいねこの空気。一致団結。全員でエースになるよ。
そう、無理しなくていいんだよ。
じゃあ基礎以上の体作りは私の担当ね。いすみはその他全般。
はあ？ちょっと勝手に決めないでよ。
というわけで目指せ全員合格。頑張ろう。
Oh! Oh fuck. Hit my mouse wheel. Yeah, because they're about to fucking pass out. I'm sitting in the bath for so
お
long.
かしいのはどっちだよ。なあその子。
There she goes. Oh, no. Feeling dizzy.
のぼせた。のぼせました。
だるい。最悪だ。
Oh, what were you thinking? Stuck in the bath for this long in the middle of summer? Of course we were gonna get dizzy. And to make matters worse, all of us overheated at the same time. What an impossibly stupid scene. I should have bathed alone.
食欲な
At
い。
least the food looks good.
最悪だ。
ありがたく食べなさいよ。食料事情が悪化しているのに、合成とはいえハイカロリー食が提供されているのよ。
それは分かっているんですが。
ダメよ、食べなきゃ。明日持たないわよ。特に三浦はただでさえ食が細いんだから。
はい。
Yeah, fucking put on the
そ
pounds.
の中でもカツだけは好物でしょ。献立表を見て楽しみにしてたじゃない。
よりによってこんな日にのぼせるなんて。そだね。あんなに楽しみだったのに、今揚げ物はきついよね。
文句言わない。
そういうあんたも箸進んでないじゃんか。本当は酢の物食べたいとか思ってんじゃないの？
あー、いいですね。おしんことか梅干しとか。
You know, I used to think I didn't like pickled things, but turns out I just don't like dill. Because fucking just regular pickles, you like, you know, pickles, they're fine. Dill pickles, fucking disgusting. Other pickled vegetables, pretty good. I had pickled pumpkin once when I was at a sushi place. The dude let us fucking have some rolls for free. And he's like, here, try these. And they were like fucking sushi rolls made with pickled pumpkin in them.
そんな話しないでよ。そっちを無償に食べたくなっちゃうからさ。
仕方ないわね。じゃあサプリメントだけでも飲んじゃいなさい。
あんたバカ？こんな状態で声だめ汁なんて余計飲みたくないわよ。
でもこれは毎日飲む決まりですから。
Yep, get your fucking vitamins.
酸味があるものが食べたいんでしょ。だったらちょうどいいじゃない。別に言うほどまずくないし。
あれ、何その私の味覚の方が残念みたいな流れ。
I mean, from what I remember hearing an alternative, fucking everyone else on the squad fucking loved it, except for Takaru.
いや、おかしいでしょ。こんな甘苦くて酸っぱくてドロッとしたものがまずくないとか。
Ah, good old Fubar. Fucked up beyond all repair. There you go. Just learned a nice new military acronym.
しかし、何なんだろうね、この後味。声だめ汁とはよく言ったもんだわ。
Speaking from experience there? Oh, fuck.
月子さん。
How exactly know that? Dare I ask? You don't happen to have extensive experience with fertilizers, being for the sticks and all?
食ってないじゃん、分隊長以外。
いいからつべこべ言わずに飲む。これは教練の一環。必要だから飲まされてるのよ。
That's one of the worst parts about being fucking out in the boonies. The fucking one-lane road and you're stuck behind a manure truck for fucking 10 miles.
はーい。
相変わらず容赦ないな。
飲み終わりました。
Very impressive.
すっげえ。
藤沢うるさい。
すごい偉いよ三浦。それ一気飲みなんて普通できないよ。ちょっとその子大丈夫？
Probably be easier to drink too if you pour it out in like glass and you can just fucking shot it real quick. Just having to fucking suck through the straw it'd take forever.
何？
なんか食欲が出てきました。
あんたたちいちいちうるさい。
あれれれれ、全然食べられますよこれ。
You know, I never had horse, but I'm not morally opposed to eating it like some people.
本当ですよ。ザクザク入っちゃうんで。
ははあ、さては私らを騙して一気飲みさせる魂胆だな。でもう飲んでるし。
お？
おえやっぱりな。
藤沢うるさいから。
あれ？
まさか。
なんか食欲が出てきた。
Is everyone at this table a moron? Like, did they get brain damage from fucking being overcooked in the bath?
やばい。本当だ。食える。あんたたちいい加減にしなよ。やばいやばい。ぐいぐい入るよ。ここまで手が込んでると悪質だろう。なあ分隊長。あんたもかよ。
Well, it's already been established she just likes it.
私はもともと嫌いじゃないから。
おい。
確かになんかすっきりするかも。
なんなのこの爆発的な効果。こんな効能があったなんて。なにこれ。
I don't think you want to know.
ですよね。味はともかくなんかすごいですよこのドリンク。月子さんも早く飲んだ方がいいですよ。
Ugh.
あれ。
Yeah, that's pretty vile.
藤沢、あんた何やってんのよ。
だってあんなに喜んで好きみたいだから。だからってご飯やおかずにかける普通。
Yeah, that's bullying.
その子ごめん。ね。わかったから。
見ているこっちが胸焼けしそう。
あんた小枝み汁好きなんじゃ
I
なくて。
swear there's not a fucking brain cell sitting at this table.
まずくないって言っただけよ。だいたいあんたコーヒーが好きだからってご飯にかける？
I mean, it depends what you're making.
確かに。
完食。
おめでとうございます。
不本意だけど後半はまんざらでもなかったかも。まあまあ。
Yeah, it's because once your taste buds die, you fucking don't have to worry about it.
何よ急に。一体何の話？
ああ、全員で任官ってやつよ。さっき風呂場で話してたでしょ。
何がどう大丈夫なのか。
Yeah, you
さっ
lost
ぱり
me.
ほら、 三浦たち走るのきついと食欲なくしてたでしょ。でもこの裏技を知った以上、どんなにへばっててもたくさん食べられるってことだし。
I mean, if the raining so hard you didn't throw up, did you really run that hard?
体なんてご飯食べて運動して寝とけばちゃんとできるようになってるんだからさ。
そうなんですか？だといいんですけど。
ご飯さえ食べられれば大丈夫だよ。三浦も藤沢もまとめてなんとかなるって余裕。
Is she dumb or just stupidly optimistic? Where does she get the confidence to spout out corny lines with no proof? Enthusiasm is fine, but it's highly irresponsible to assure Miura that everything's going to be okay without considering the result it might bring about.
余裕ねえ。そんなもんこっちにはもう残ってないっての。
月子さん？
できる人はいいよね。寝て食べて運動するだけであっさり体力ついちゃうってんだから。
And Fujisawa took the bait, of course.
どんなにあがいても追っつかない不器用な連中の気持ちなんかずっとわかんないんだろうね。
月子さん。
It seems Takemiya wasn't considerate enough, but it's not like I can blame her. Fujisawa isn't a bad person, but she's got a sharp tongue. In situations like this, her inferiority complex kicks in and she ends up making self-deprecating remarks. Takemiya is the exact opposite. She always tries to make everyone around her feel comfortable. Between the two, I'd say I'm closer to Fujisawa, though she is far more direct than I am, to the point where she never sugarcoats anything. Then again, that could be a point in her favor. She can't say what she thinks without caring how other people may react. Fujisawa might get ostracized, but she doesn't let it bother her in the slightest. On the other hand, I always care about what others would think. You could say that, in a certain sense, I'm not as strong or straightforward as her.
国体強化選手と帝大狙えた優等生と一緒にされても困るんだよね。根本的な出来が違うって。藤沢、いい加減に。こうしよう。
Not again.
何を？私、今日から藤沢と三浦と一緒に自主トレする。はあ？
本当にいいんですか？
うん。さっき風呂で約束したじゃん。みんなで一緒に英士になるって。
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking put your money where your mouth is.
してね。あんたが勝手に言ってただけだろ。じゃあ今決めた。約束だ。おい！さっきの言い方は私が迂闊だった。藤沢の気持ちなんて全然考えてなかった。ごめん。全然かよ。っていうか何？自主トレって。全員一緒に英士になるって言ったのは私なんだから。言い出しっぺが全部面倒見る。
Honestly, the fucking extra training after class was one of the most painful things about fucking air traffic control training. Like, we'd fucking spend 10 hours of class all day, then we'd get off, and they'd be like, alright, time for our like 3 hours of like mandatory required fucking post-class study and practice. And then if you actually wanted to pass the class, you needed to fucking like slap an extra 2 hours of fucking self-study on top of that. It was fucking bullshit. But that's a fucking side effect of smushing down a fucking year-long FAA course into 4 months for fucking military training.
つうか私の話聞けよ。あのしごきの後で自主トレとか冗談でしょ。あんたの将来3年の任期を務め上げなきゃ成立しないんだよね。自主トレって言っても急にカリキュラムを増やすわけじゃないし、私選手時代にスポーツ医学や科学トレーニング受けてたから助けにはなると思う。勘弁してよ、そういうの。あんただけの問題じゃない。むしろ体力的には三浦の方が厳しいんだ。神宮寺が今のシフトを敷く限り何か手を打たなきゃまずいって分かっ。誰も脱落させたくないっていう私の気持ちは本当だよ。 藤沢だって三浦には合格してほしいって思ってるんじゃないの？
No one wants to see their classmates get kicked out. Unless they're a real fucking dickhead, then yeah, see you later, bud.
だからみんなで考えよう。どうやって神宮寺を見返してやるか。いつまでも怒鳴られっぱなしは尺じゃない？
月子さん、私と一緒に自主トレやってくれませんか？
その子、
月子さんの力を私に貸してください。
そうだよ藤沢。みんなで神宮寺の花を明かしてやろうよ。
Through the power of teamwork and friendship? Question mark?
わかったわよ。
月子さん、
たく暑苦しいの苦手だって言ってるのに勘弁してよもう。いいよ藤沢、その柔軟性。
Exactly. Be flexible. Also morally flexible. That helps too.
なんかあんたに上からそう言われるとどうも釈然としないのよね。よーし、じゃあそんな感じでまとまったんだけど、いいかな、いすみ。
Might as well.
わかった。異論はないわ。
なんかごめん、出しゃばったみたいで、つい勢いでさ。
気にしないで。訓練期間の分隊長なんて仮の措置だから。結果的に全体の能力向上につながるならそれでいいわ。
Yeah, it literally doesn't matter who is in charge when you're training. Like when you get operational, no one's gonna fucking care that you were element leader in fucking basic training. Like, I can't even remember who my fucking leaders were.
さすがいすみ、話がわかる分隊長で助かるよ。
Ah, the worst people though, the worst people are when you're at fucking tech school, the ropes. People who fucking get all try hard about getting the red rope. Oh, fucking brown nosers, teachers' pets. Whole fucking lot of them. And then you get operational and literally no one cares.
ただし無理はさせないでよ。疲労の蓄積は限界だと思うから。
了解。
Why did I agree to this? Though I have to admit, thanks to Takamiya's bull in a china shop approach to team building, we are now more united than ever before. She lifted the squad spirits just by sheer force of her unfathomable self-confidence. Maybe Takamiya should be our commander instead. If I let this continue, she will take everything from me, just like Yayoi did.
じゃあ早速私藤沢と三浦のメニュー作るわ。いすみはその他全般だったよね。
だからなんで私が全般なのよ。
分隊長、ダメだよこいつ。早くなんとかしないと。
F 分隊はやけに盛り上がっているじゃないか、いつに。
佐久間。
Damn, bro!
別に。
Fucking shirt tight enough?
どうした？浮かない顔して。何か困っているんじゃないのか？
何も困ってないわ。大丈夫よ。
何か協力できることがあったら遠慮なく言ってくれよ。俺でよければいつでも手を貸す。
Yeah, sure, whatever.
ありがとう。困ったらお願いするわ。
何？お安いご用さ。じゃあまた。
何がお安いご用さよ。別にまだ何もやってくれてないじゃん。あれ絶対いすみ狙いだよね。私ら眼中ない感じだもんね。
そう？考えすぎでしょ。もっと打算的だと思うけど。
そうだよ。分隊長を狙うなんてよっぽどの物好きかド M 野郎しかいないって。
Damn, guess I fall into that category.
悪かったわね。
どうせあいつが仕切ってるお上品ど真面目軍団に分隊長を取り込もうって魂胆だよ。あんたは白陵不良軍団のボスと仲いいもんね。ねえねえ、付き合ってんの？
月子さん？
別に興味ないわ。そもそも群れる気ないから。狩野とは利害の一致よ。 利害のね。
Yeah, birds of a feather and all that.
大人の香りがしますね。
でもまあ、あんな青臭い青春バカよりカリノの方が数倍男気があるのは確かよね。
あれれ、なんか始まっちゃうのかな、のろけ的な何かが。
別にそんなんじゃないわよ。まあ、あいつが私に惚れるのは勝手だけど。
Understandable.
はいはい。で、どこが男気だって？カリノには生活力と義兄心がある。あいつは自分で生きてるよ。わかる？この意味。佐久間みたいな整えられた枠の中でしか生きられないお坊ちゃまくんとは男としての器が全然違うよ。
あらら、嬉しそうに語っちゃって。
Did she?
あんたが言う生活力って外部との裏ルートを仕切って候補生の足元を見て荒稼ぎすること？
相変わらず下々の気持ちが分かってないね、分隊長は。それで助かってる候補生が何人いると思ってんの？
あんたね、ブーツやバックルの磨き上げ、身辺の整理整頓には重要な意味があるって知ってる？
Mm-hmm.
それをやる時間をどんだけ理不尽なしごきに奪われてるか分隊長は知ってんの？みんながあんたたちみたいに出来がいいわけじゃないんだよ、分隊長。その分余計な金を払ってでも帳尻合わせてんだ。
月子さん。
カリノみたいなリスクを負うやつだって世の中には必要なんだよ。それに見合うリターンがあるのは当たり前だろ。実際カリノを神宮寺たちに売るやつは一人もいないじゃんか。守れないルールを強制する方が間違ってる。
You sure they're clueless?
だから藤沢、いすみは神宮寺じゃないんだって。そこ八つ当たりするとこじゃないよ。
わかってるよ。でも分隊長が。
言い方が悪かったわ。その件の制約を論じる気はないの。私が言いたいのはそんなことじゃない。
え？じゃあ何よ？
単刀直入に聞くわ。藤沢、あんたはそのリスクに関わってないわよね。
Yeah, you're not like an accomplice or anything.
何？疑ってるわけ？
You know, when the investigators show up, we don't have to throw you under the bus, do we?
単なる確認よ。私たちの中で一人でも不正をしていれば連帯責任になる。最悪奉公されるかもしれない。それが分かってくれていればいいわ。
分隊長殿のご想像にお任せします。
あらら、こりゃある意味佐久間とカリノの代理戦争だね。
そんなんじゃないっつうの。
バカ。
だったら直接対決はあいつらに任せて、私たちは自主トレプランの続き考えようよ。そうですね。早速部屋に戻って話しましょう。
なんかうまく乗せられてる感じで納得できない。
Well, you better start trying.
細かいことはいい
You're
のよ、
fucking
藤
stuck
沢。
in the shit show now.
いすみ。
はいはい。
A few days later, time jump. Well, we will also be doing a time jump to tomorrow, where we will be fucking recording and uploading the next episode of MUV Love Photonflowers. So thank you for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you all then, because this is really long, and I didn't expect this to be that long, because it seemed like all the side stories were fairly short. But this one's going. It's going to be a multi-parter. So, like I said, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Later.